We've just seen this big sort of round of consolidation. Do you anticipate more media deals ahead?
Yeah, I think you are clearly in a period of change that will continue. You're clearly in a period where scale matters, and I think to be successful, you either need scale that enables you to compete with the world you're heading into, or really unique franchises that enable you to distinguish and build value off of those unique strengths.
Now, of course, Liberty Media acquired Formula One a couple years ago. Do you anticipate more consolidation between those companies that John Malone has his hands on?
It's not really what I'm focused on. I mean, really what I'm focused on is making Formula One everything it can and should be. We think it's a fabulous franchise, really unique in a world where event content, I think it's an appreciating form of content while other forms get commoditized. The global nature of us distinguishes what we have. And we think it's a sport that while it has a tremendous history and great fans around the world, that really hasn't achieved its full potential. And my focus is simply over the next few years to enable that sport to really be everything it can and should be for its fans.
And when you look at how to grow its reach, how to get more diehard fans and reach more consumers around the world, does the fact that there are now fewer players change your approach? Does it make you think more of the tech giants as potential buyers? How does it change?
It probably doesn't change. I mean, I think the tech buyers are a bigger and bigger part of the world we're heading into, but our strategy is quite straightforward. We've got to make the racing on the track great. Got to make the events true spectacles that capture people's imagination. We've talked about 21 Super Bowls. That should be week-long celebrations and spectacles. We've got to enable fans to connect on all the platforms that are available around the world, and we've got to grow it in places like e-games in the U.S. and China, where today we really aren't achieving our potential.
Sarah, you want to jump in here?
Yeah, Chase, just had a question about all the media deals you're talking about, and I wonder how you think we're going to look back on the Murdochs selling to Disney, and whether it's some sort of sign that the traditional media business that we've known over the last 20 years has peaked and will look completely different.
Well, first, I don't have a crystal ball. I mean, like anybody who believes they know what this world's going to look like 5 years from now, is fooling themselves. But I think what is true is a bit what I said a minute ago. That in certain places, and probably a lot of it, you need scale to compete. And when you look at the resources that exist with the players like Google and Netflix and Amazon, clearly they are deploying enormous resources. They're spending billions of dollars, if not double-digit billions, in the case of Amazon, to actually give it away to sell a delivery service. So the nature of this game is competing. The volume of product that's being produced is clearly going to have impact on the world and how you compete in it. And I think there'll be winners and losers. From a content perspective, which is really the hat I'm wearing, I think, again, unique event content will be a winner. I think a lot of content will get commoditized. And I think all of that is going to drive change. And I'm not smart enough to know what it all looked like, but it clearly is going to change.
Chase, I wanted to ask you about the deal for Sky, which of course you're uniquely placed to give us a perspective on. Who did best ultimately out of that deal? I mean, when Fox first made its bid in December 2016 to buy the part of Sky it didn't already own, Sky was trading around £7, below the £8 level, and the final deal, of course, over £17. So who's the ultimate winner from all the players involved in that deal?
Well, I mean, I think there are probably multiple winners. I mean, I think for Fox first, we had gone into that initial transaction owning 40%. I think we clearly said over time, we either should be, we should own and control or monetize. I think to be a minority stake, even a large minority stake, was not a long-term place to be. So Fox, acted on that. Obviously, from a Fox perspective, other events transcended the Sky transaction. I think what came out of this was, in a world of unique franchises, Sky's an incredibly unique franchise. And once it sort of put a brighter light on it, I think the true value, and credit to the Sky management for the business they've built there. It is a unique franchise in Europe. And I think as it had a brighter light shined on it, competition drives everything. There was competition for a unique scarce asset. And that's going to always affect values.
Just a final question about your digital business. You have a recently launched over-the-top direct-to-consumer subscription service. You also have partnerships with most of the social media platforms, with Twitter and Snapchat. How big could your digital business be going forward?
Well, it clearly is an incredibly important part of our future. But it's not a part to the exclusion of our traditional broadcast partners. I mean, I think most of our fans are still going to watch the core product on our traditional linear platforms. for a long, long time. But what this world enables us to do is create additional ways for fans and consumers to engage, whether it's, as you said, with the product we're creating for Twitter, for Netflix, for Snapchat, those opportunities, or the over-the-top product, which is really a product geared towards our hardcore fans. But what you think you need to do in today's world is, again, create these additional opportunities. They're not replacement products, they're add-on products, but today, create product tailored for hardcore fans, create product and experiences tailored to the two-screen fans, but make sure you're not, in doing it, ignoring the traditional fans that simply wants to sit back and enjoy a great race, on a Sunday afternoon.